guess actually call myself a little bit, I know it's a bit arrogant, but I call myself a cultural shaper. I loved people like Andy Warhol, but even more so I liked Le Corbusier, and I liked Rodchenko from the Russian constructivists. So there was something that, and my father, who was a abstract painter, but also set designer for film and television, but my father was a real pluralist too, so he was painting, but he designed all the furniture in our home and actually made it himself. He designed dresses for my mother, and he would sew them, and they'd wear them, she'd wear them to parties. And so he was, so when you're a child and you see your father being kind of capable of touching every part of our built environment, I had the same kind of premise. I was brought up with this notion of and I hate the term Renaissance man, but this kind of fact that you could...
moment in time in my office, I'm working on about roughly 110 projects in a very broad spectrum of work in 39 countries. And the projects go from the extreme, so some very interesting and perverse things to some very, very democratic and simple products. One project I've been working on in Naples for 5 years is about to manifest itself, about to realize, and it's a subway station called... You imagine, like, when the first project I ever worked on, I was 19, and it was during the summer. I started working at a telephony company and designed business telephones over several summers. So I was very young, very naive, not really sure what I was doing. My background was really almost an engineering, industrial design background. So a lot of people don't know this about me because they see kind of a wild, creative place. They see like pinks and colors, and so they just assume that I'm I don't know, a bit eccentric, I guess. But the reality is my history was that I spent 8 years in Toronto designing products for the military, products for Black & Decker. I did mammographers, X-ray tables. And when you make these kind of products, these industrial design products, I did snow shovels, really products that most people don't realize are designed.
The world we live in now is a multi-dimensional world and non-linear. A straight line doesn't exist in nature. And at the same time, all architectural components for the last century now have been built on a Cartesian grid. And a Cartesian world is a linear world. When you came to me, the idea was to really comment on this idea that we created a Cartesian world. I thought to make windows that are kind of organic, amorphous gestures all around a building.
Bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, he's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And
I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things are holes in my apologies. I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. So
What you dream is what you get.